Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
18.
On second down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it, each other.
Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Christian Kirksey in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. I don't think this will even make it. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Rodgers now on first down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Check 26. Right now, you got 58.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. It's caught by Bryant. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him eat.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. But it's especially important on the road. And now he's made his team's task that much more difficult with these interceptions.
Yeah, a pair of first-half picks. We'll see how he bounces back later. Right now, their defense needs to respond. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's second and 8. A give to McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Rodgers looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. The first NFL pick for Jair Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Falcons with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Gone! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Room here to John Brown. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Brown, 92 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always throwing throwing the football when they think they've got a hand or two in. Way.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Brown, 91 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Allen. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Jones. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Williams. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
319. Hey, check 26.
A final shot before half. Rodgers looking downfield for Dez. That is passed a 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. stepping up. He'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
On play action, Allen. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll run it here with Blount. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Jump out. Get reset. Hey, easy.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the battering ram blood. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll go to Blood, try and pound it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zach Miller, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense.
Under a heavy rush. Make this a 2nd and long. And they try to sweep to Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bring up. Right. Over.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.